generations, Carolina football has stood for pride, heart, and fight. But every legacy has a moment where it turns the page. Now one of the greatest minds in football history takes the helm. Discipline, grit, purpose. This is a new standard, a new identity, a new era. You want respect? Earn it. This is Carolina football.
What's going on, Tarpit crew? Welcome back to another episode of the Tarpit podcast, live in the Tarpit podcast studio.
Yes, sir.
Boys, how we doing? First time. Boys, how we doing?
Feeling good. Live and direct, baby. Live and direct tonight.
Yes, sir.
This is legit, Chris. You outdid. We signed Chris 5-star.
Yeah,
He brought
five-star
a
QB
lot,
transfer.
folks. He brought a lot to the
Yeah.
table for us. Big
Paid
pool.
paid big bucks for him.
There you go. I'm still waiting for the NIL check to clear, but it ain't come through. But boys, tell us a little bit about what we're doing tonight. You know, how many places are we streaming? You know, the people on YouTube and Twitter will be seeing you guys, you know, interact with some other platforms. So tell us a little bit about that and what people can expect from tonight's show.
Yeah, so we're live on everything, I believe, right?
Everything.
Instagram,
All social.
except for Facebook. We're not live on Facebook. We're on Instagram, TikTok right now, Twitter. So we'll be monitoring the comments. If you guys hear us talking to people, it could be somebody joining us live on a different platform. So we're not crazy.
Yeah, super special episode tonight. It's our first live episode of the Tar Pit podcast. So super excited to be here, fellas.
First
Super
time
excited.
live all together.
Yeah,
too.
first time live
Ever.
all in the history of the Tar Pit. First live episode in person.
Yeah, and we were in downtown Chapel Hill. You know, we're in a disclosed location right now.
This is my cave. They joke with me about right here.
I don't know. Is it?
No, it's
I'm just
not.
It's a little
It's
brighter.
Yeah, way too bright.
But
Way too bright.
We're about 20 minutes north of Chapel Hill right now. But we were downtown Chapel Hill earlier, and it was buzzing.
Vibes are immaculate in Chapel Hill right now.
Students just got by,
Yep.
got back. We were what were we doing on the streets earlier? Tell them a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we were going around just getting a vibe in Chapel Hill, the vibe around campus. Had the opportunity to talk to a bunch of the student body, and everybody's excited, man. You know, they don't really know what to expect from this season, which is, you know, to be understood, but we don't even know what we're going to expect, right? So we're going to break down the season tonight, give a 2025 season prediction. But super excited, man. Nobody knows what's coming for Carolina football. I think that's probably the most exciting part about it. So yeah, man, the vibes in Chapel Hill are immaculate. Lots of eyes on Carolina, in this new era of Carolina football.
It's going to be fun, boys. We're 9 days away.
Yep, 9 days from kickoff.
That's crazy.
Down to
man.
single
I was
digits,
thinking the
fellas.
other day, like, how long it is before football season comes back, you know, like after the
We had
year.
games today.
Yeah. We got
Yeah.
Phil Longo
Yeah,
and Elijah
Phil-
Green going right now.
Yeah, Phil Longo and Elijah Green are down 20-10 at halftime right
What's
now.
20-10.
Yeah.
Did you hit any parlays today, Trevor? I know you had a few in.
So I got the +3 on Iowa State. They won, so I had them +3, so that was good. I got the Kansas. I need Kansas to win. I think they're going fine. I had one player and their running back to score a touchdown. So now Sam Houston's got to keep it. As long as they don't lose by more than 11, I'll be fine.
I don't know much about Sam Houston football, so I don't know if you're
I
good
don't
there
either.
or not.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think Kansas and what was it, Fresno State?
Fresno State.
Yeah, that was
high scoring.
that was what was the over under on that, like 60?
I don't know. I know Sam Houston. That game was 60.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah, a lot of football being played today, and some coming up this week. But you know, Carolina kicks it off September 1st inside Kenan Stadium, 8:00 versus the Horned Frogs, as I like to call them, of TCU.
You ever seen a horned frog?
I have not seen a horned frog. You
I
know
was
what
wondering what one of
horned
those
frog
looked like.
reminds me? I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie Holes growing up.
Yes,
Stanley
I used to love
Yelnats
that movie.
with them
Yep.
yellow belly lizards or whatever.
Yep.
That's what I envision a horned frog to be right there.
working through our kinks. He's gonna monitor the TikTok comments. Trevor, you just monitor it through my personal account. But you can just monitor it through my personal account. There you go.
What's up, Break the Huddle?
Hey, we
Yeah,
got
Shout out
our
to
got
Break
our
the
guy
Huddle.
in here.
Appreciate you, buddy. Yes, sir.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, so we're gonna be tonight. Whatever channel you're listening on, thanks for tuning in. We want the comments hopefully to be active. Give us some bold takes as we're going through each game. Give us we're also going to give us score predictions for each game as well.
Are we doing score?
I mean, why not?
I mean, we can.
Not
Hey,
for
we're-
each game. Maybe the first game.
I did my score predictions
For every game.
for every game.
Wow. I didn't go that
I didn't
deep.
do my project all the way.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
get
mine's
50%.
incomplete. Can I turn it in tomorrow?
I mean, look, guys.
We'll just go off cut. Like, okay, so to all the viewers out here, like we've obviously looked at the schedule multiple times, but at least me, I haven't even really like given a season prediction yet. This is straight off the hip for me, at least.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say is that like that, this is probably one of the hardest season predictions to do across the country for a team.
Absolutely.
Because Bill Belichick has run his camp so closed as we knew would happen. I mean, even when the people that are covering Carolina football and they go to practice, right, and they're able to see their 10 minutes or 15 minutes of practice to start with, Bill Belichick shows them stretching.
Yeah.
And that's all they get.
Yeah.
Right. So I mean, tonight, it's probably more easy to give a prediction for the other teams we're facing because a lot of other, teams out there haven't had the turnover and the massive, I guess you could just say restructure of the whole program like Carolina has. I mean, Carolina has had a restructure all the way down to nutrition,
clean slate,
right?
Clean slate.
Trainers. I mean, even the recruiting staff, the marketing
Social
staff,
media.
the social media team is all new. I mean, I just saw they just hired a digital creator like a month ago.
Yep. We ran into a guy with the scouting department today, actually, in Chapel Hill.
And what did we asked if we could talk to him.
Yeah.
What was his comments, which I actually love.
Yeah, he said my meeting's at 4:30. It was like 4:27, I think it was, and he said they're very punctual. He said, so I can't be late because I was pressuring him. I was like, you got like 30 seconds to a minute. We can just get you in real quick. And he said, no, guys, I got to go. And he was like right
15 minutes early. He was like
Oh, yeah,
showing
there-
up
yeah,
15
there you
minutes
go.
early. Is that
There
what
you
you were
go.
talking about, Chris?
Yeah.
He was right there. He was like, they're very punctual. He said, I got to go. I ain't got time. So shout out to the scouting department. Lombo got them boys working hard.
Yeah, and I mean, what else did we do in downtown Chapel Hill? I took you guys. I mean, Trevor.
Snuck into, well, I won't say we snuck into Keenan the Gates.
No, there's no trespassing.
Yeah. We made sure of
It
that.
looked like they were about to have a scrimmage there tonight.
Oh yeah, they were getting ready. I mean, they usually scrimmage in Keenan on the weekends.
The all grass field looks nice, folks. That's all I'm gonna say. The all grass field is a great look inside Keenan Stadium. So glad it's back.
I mean, I also took the guys to Al's Burgers. Troy didn't eat because he had already ate on the way down. Al's Burgers on Franklin Street. If you've never been,
It looked gas.
First time.
It looked gas. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looked gas.
Trevor, give the people your experience on Al's Burgers.
So I went in, got the classic, did the double, upgraded to the double. And I'll give it, man, I got to give it like, I don't want to go too crazy with it, but I'll give it like a 7.7.
Bro, what?
7.7.
I'm going to be hard, bro. I can't come out and be like, oh, it's a 9. I got to be a little hard on them. So they got room to grow, but it was good.
So I'm
Hit the spot.
gluten free like 90% of the time. My wife jokes on me because she's always like, why are you eating this when you say you're gluten free? I was like, look, I'm just having a tough moment right now.
Yeah, right.
Like, let me have it.
You can't go vegan because you won't be able to eat Al's Burgers.
Yeah, I'm definitely not.
Yeah.
Vegan. I don't have any issues with meat. It's just
Okay. I didn't know if it was like a diet thing. You were doing over here.
No,
Okay,
it's
I
like
got. So it's like an actual.
yeah.
You
stomach-
can't have gluten. Okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
and like
I never knew that.
they have a really good gluten free brunch. That's why one of the reasons I love to go there. But their fries are awesome.
They look
It
good.
was good.
They
I
look
was
good.
so hungry at that point, though. I didn't really get to taste
Yeah,
it.
Trevor. I
just
think
mauled
that's
that
the
thing
fastest
down.
I've ever seen somebody eat a 2-patty burger in my life.
Yeah,
Be
just
honest with you.
little Joey Chestnut. in
Hey, but
between.
I will say, guys, we were, in and around Keenan Stadium, and I think you guys would be really happy with the amount of navy blue that's back in the stadiums. I mean, walking into concourse, you see those concrete pillars and whatnot, even on that bottom level as you're walking down to your seats. But I think all of those were painted navy blue today, weren't they?
Yeah.
thought that was a pretty good touch.
We already got some predictions coming in, boys, over on TikTok.
I've seen some good ones since we put out that thing on Twitter.
We got a floor of 7-5, a ceiling of 11-1.
We won't drop it right now, but one of the things that we were doing while we were in downtown Chapel Hill today and walking around campus was just going up to students and and getting some short film for a video, dropping later this week about
the vibes.
The vibes, how do you feel about Bill Belichick? Yeah. Give us a first game score prediction. And this dude
got psyched up to drop a bomb on us, folks.
Just wait, folks. Yeah. It's gonna blow your mind. Shout out to you, buddy. I know you're watching us there tonight. So
he's a follower. He's a follower on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
He's probably watching right now. Shout out to you, big guy. Appreciate it.
He was worried. He killed it. Knocked out of the park. He was nervous.
Oh, yeah.
Before.
Yeah,
he was solid.
Yeah, he had to do some jumping jacks and stuff or something like that before.
Yeah, I told him to shake it out.
Yeah.
Shake it out, get it out, bro. You're good.
So yeah, if wherever you're listening tonight, drop us where you're listening from. We'd love to know, how you found the Tarpit podcast and what state you're from. That'd be cool to know. But right now we're streaming on Instagram, TikTok,
everywhere,
YouTube,
everywhere, Twitter, YouTube, everywhere.
Yeah, so we appreciate everybody.
I'm sitting here tuned into the comments, looking at them, looking down.
We appreciate everybody tapping in. So boys, let's jump into it a little bit.
Let's do it.
Tonight we're doing the 2025 prediction show. Troy, Trevor, tell us a little bit about building into the season, how we got here.
Trevor, I'm gonna let you take that.
It seems like it's so long ago, all the changes that we've seen in the football program. So it was, I think, to start how we got here, you look at JMU last year. That was the game that it started.
Nail in the coffin.
Yeah, and then obviously
I was at that game by myself.
I was there. I brought my son. That was the first game he's went to, just me and him. Dude. And he was like, "This game sucked." I was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't bring him back to another one for the rest of the year."
Poor little guy.
Yeah. So maybe we can get him back this year. But I mean, that was the start, and it was. I mean, it just things. Obviously, you lose your starting quarterback the second half of the first game of the season, then it's going to throw a wrench into things. But obviously, last year didn't go how we were expected, and I think shout out to our chancellor Lee Roberts. He came in. I know he was there last year, but he kind of came in late, and so he wasn't really able to make kind of moves like he wanted. But we saw this year, man, they decided to go in a different direction, and the university has went all in with football, which I'm excited about, man. And we're still supporting basketball, obviously, but we've got a commitment to football now like we've never seen before. Like this is what we're paying our head coach $10.5 million or $10 million. He's like the fourth highest paid coach in college football. Like we're paying for big boy football.
Yeah, and he hadn't even coached a single game of college football yet. I think that's crazy, but
pretty good resume though.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Piggyback off you, Trev. I mean, it really started with an all-in investment from the university. To kind of emphasize what you said, and I was talking to you guys about it the other day when they released the revenue shares. I think UNC Football was getting $13 million, and then they split it up. I think basketball got another good majority of it. But when's the last time? I mean, I know in the new era of college football now, I mean, would you have ever thought that Carolina would get $13 million from revenue share for football? I mean, how crazy is that? So, I mean, you start there, and then, just leading up to the season, we've heard and seen some videos on social media of the guys working hard and making plays. So, yeah, man, I mean, just the overall excitement, obviously the media buzz kind of, helps out in some ways. But, yeah, I mean, from where we started, 9 days away from kickoff, I'm super pumped. Being in Chapel Hill today really got me ready to be back on that Monday night in Keenan Stadium.
Even the temperature today, man, a little bit cooler, kind of felt like football.
It did. A little bit cooler in the 70s. I think temperature and forecast for game days in the 60s. I think they said it was 66.
Yeah, kickoff,
something like that. Yeah, perfect football weather for under the lights too, fellas.
Prime time, only game on national TV, folks. Everybody's gonna be watching that one.
College Game Day is running a special.
I believe, is Fowler and Herbstreit on the call? I think so.
I don't know who's on the call, but I know College Game Day will be there. Won't they?
Chase Rice is doing a live concert.
Yep.
Who else is going to be there on game day? Let's go ahead and drop the news. We haven't made this public yet, but
You do it. You landed it, Chris. Another big
Yeah.
addition for Chris.
Yeah, Chris
Tell
threw
us.
the bait out there and
Yeah.
run with it, brother. You want
Yeah.
to take it?
Got him a bite.
Yeah, so we're really excited to share. I mean, this is a big step, for the podcast and season 3 of the Tarpit podcast. And shout out to Troy for starting the podcast 3 years ago, and
Yes, sir.
Trevor joining on 2 years ago, and then
Yep.
this year, I joined, and
It's been great. Man.
all of us, we put our heads together and we said like, let's get serious and really see what we can do with this thing. We all know ball. We all love Carolina football. We're all season ticket holders. Let's see what we can do. We've all 3 invested our personal money into this from certain things. I mean, Troy was just standing on the steps of somewhere, and I said, and he said, I think we need this. I'm just going to buy it right now.
I would just buy it right now.
So we're trying our hardest to make it happen for you guys. It's a fan base podcast, but game 1 versus TCU, the Tarpit podcast is going to be live on game day for a live show from 3 to 5 off of Franklin. Well, not really off of Franklin, but right, a couple of streets over from Franklin Street, off of Columbia Street, right on the front porch of the Carolina Inn.
Super pumped.
Super pumped.
Super pumped. We went and scouted out the landscape and the layout of where we're going to be at, man. And it's prime location. We're super excited to be interacting with you guys, live and in person, the fan base. One thing we've always prided ourselves here at the Tarpit podcast is being a fan-oriented, fan-friendly podcast and a platform where everybody can go and, discuss the team amongst themselves and just have good general discussion about it. We're all diehard fans, like Chris said. But yeah, super excited to take this next step for this season. It's a big era a new era in Carolina football. A lot of excitement, a lot of buzz around the program, and we feel after discussing it with us, amongst ourselves, that we're ready to take that next step, and we would love for you guys to come in and stop by, get on the mic. We'll have it set up to where folks can get on there and give their hot takes and talk about Carolina football and what their expectations are for this season. But yeah, man, super excited about it. Thank you again to Carolina Inn for the hospitality and allowing us to come on their front porch and be a part of the community. We're super blessed and super excited for it.
First time ever there, bro. It's nice.
Yeah,
really nice.
If
you've never been, I encourage you to stay there after a game.
I found myself kind of looking around to see who all famous I could find, or that we were walking amongst. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, because the big dogs, they stay there. We're coming into town.
Yeah.
But look, Carolina Inn, they start at 2. They have a tailgate. If you've never been around that area on game days, you can't really miss it. All the lawns around the Carolina Inn are popping. They got events going on. Or right around from us, there'll be a live band, but around the bend on the front porch of the Carolina Inn from 3 to 5, there'll be people out in the lawn playing games. And we'll be right there. We'll have four seats and the camera and all that stuff, live
setup, folks. Come talk to us.
Just like we're doing tonight from 3 to 5. We're working with some special guests right now to hopefully come on. But look, we want you to come and join us. If you are a listener, a viewer of the Tarpit podcast, wherever that is, on YouTube or Twitter or even Spotify, we upload our episodes in video and audio format to Spotify. Come on by. Hop on the mic with us. Give us your bold prediction for the game, or if you just want to chop it up with us in person, we would love that. I mean,
absolutely love to have the opportunity to sit down and talk with everybody that feels led to come on the show.
Yeah, I mean, one of my friends the other day, I was like, "Hey, check this out," because they were, I'm in a Facebook, a Twitter group that's just Carolina football. And they were talking about one of the players, and I was like, "Hey, check this video out. We specifically talked about what y'all are mentioning," and they're like, "Dude, you don't have to share that link. I listened to every video y'all drop or watch it," and I was like, "Dude, that's awesome."
It's pretty cool, ain't it?
Yeah.
I've had that happen a few times.
Hey,
Connor,
I love your show.
Yeah, Connor in the group.
On that note, though, if there's anything that you guys have missed or want to go back and watch, you can obviously do that on our YouTube page. You can go back and scroll through Twitter and see some of those episodes as well. We've got position breakdowns. We've got guest speakers that come on, recruits, former players. We've sat down with Kamen Rucker. We sat down with Miles McVay, Xavier Griffin Hayes, Travis Burgess, all of those guys coming in the program for the future. So anything that you guys have missed or want to go back and watch, be sure to check out our YouTube. and everything that Chris just mentioned. Be sure to give us a subscribe, a like, a share. We appreciate the support. It means a lot to us.
Chris, before we get started real quick, Philip has a question. Where's the wall sign from?
Oh, this one?
Mm-hmm.
Who's Philip? Do you know Philip?
No, Philip from TikTok.
Philip, thanks for tuning in on TikTok. This is from Hex Designs.
So Hex Design, Philip. Hopefully you can hear him.
I think it's like Hex Head or something like that.
Hex Head.
Hex Head art.
They have a buy one, get one free going on right now. And hopefully we might have something in the future going on with that. But you can buy an LED kit with that as well. And they have all types of sizes and all types of teams. They have professional, really awesome company. They're handmade right here in America in Louisville, Kentucky. The shipping was like 3 days and they're like metal.
I was gonna say you talked about it and then it was here quick. That was fast.
Yeah, my wife like popped in the other day, like, cause this is my office and studio. We call it Tarpit Podcast Studio. I'm in here like 10 hours a day. She like popped her head in one day and she's awesome. She's awesome. But she came in one day. I shouldn't use the word but at the end of that. She's awesome. And then she came in the other day and she was like, hey, do you think we can like slow down on the purchases for the studio? And I'm like, yeah. That was the last thing I bought.
And y'all heard him, folks. He's in here 10 hours a day working on the Tar Pit podcast.
No.
Hey, YouTube is loving your setup, Chris.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes,
my dad is in there right now, Jimmy Smith.
Oh, yeah.
With the S logo.
Looking good from Washington, NC.
Heck
there we go.
Let's roll.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Love it. Love to see it.
Yeah. So, Philip, Hex Head Designs, but I also purchased a Washington Commanders one as well. It's a smaller one. It's going to go on the shelf behind me, but I didn't want to throw it up for tonight, because the boys right here, they're Panthers fans, and I have nothing against the Panthers. The Washington, Commanders were here way before the Panthers, or not here, but in the Eastern region, right? So I grew up a Commanders fan, but I didn't want to like have that right over Troy's head as he was talking. So look, we're almost 30 minutes in. I think we should jump in, but like we just said, join us at the Carolina Inn from 3 to 5. Game day, live show. We're working with bringing some special guests on. We even want to have you come on out and join us and hop on the mic. It's going to be an awesome time. They'll have food and drinks and all that kind of stuff. So boys, what are we talking about tonight? We're Troy, give everyone kind of the lay of the land. What are we doing tonight?
Yeah, so every for the 3 seasons that the Tar Pit's been in existence, we've always done a season overlook record prediction, I guess you could say. So that's what we're doing tonight. It's one of my episodes of one of the episodes of the season that I most look forward to. We go opponent by opponent and break down and kind of give our quick insight on it, I guess you could say. During the season, we're still going to do like our guest speakers and people from different teams that we play come on, and we're going to still do that. But this gives us a chance to really sit down, go week by week, and talk about the schedule, give our bold take, season prediction, even a record prediction, I guess you could say, as well. So that's what we're doing tonight, man. I'm super excited for it. Trev, you got something you want to add? I
was gonna say we got War Damn Eagle from Danny here.
Oh yeah,
reach the Auburn Tiger fans. Hey, I ain't got nothing. Go Cam Newton. I ain't got nothing against Auburn.
Yeah, shout out to Cam.
We might be
Panthers
in the SEC.
legend.
We might be in the SEC joining you soon, Danny. Stay tuned.
All right, let's jump into it. So we're 9 days away from the Belichick era, ascending on Chapel Hill. It's already ascended basically.
Yep.
For example, I don't think this is him, but we were there today and I've never seen the gates around Keenan so locked before.
Yep.
We
still got locked in.
Yeah, we did. We had to walk around half the stadium just to find a place to get access.
Yeah, we saw JB on Butts.
We did.
Looking good.
Shout out to you, Jay.
Dude, he was ripping on that scooter.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he?
It's like, bro, don't get hurt. Chill.
Yeah, all right. We need you, big dog.
But TCU, September 1st, 8 p.m. kickoff. I just want to add again, we'll be at the Carolina Inn from 3 to 5 on game day.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Come on out. Man, I think it's gonna be, I want to say top 5 just because I'm 37 right now. I didn't experience the first MAC go around, right?
Right.
And I know even Keenan Rucker, when when he came on the podcast. If you didn't see that one, you can go back to YouTube and check that out. That's called Life After Keenan, that series. He came on and he said, even during his time there, the loudest time he ever heard Keenan was the first game back for Mac, the second time around, right?
When he was on a recruiting visit,
Yeah,
when they played Miami.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, a recruiting visit. So I think I want to say it's going to be number one ever, like atmosphere.
It should be.
It should be.
I mean, knocked in the mouth.
Well, that's after the fact.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd say top 3 for sure. I mean, I think that Mac, first game that Mac came back, I think that one was a big, in the way that game went. I obviously think that was a top 3 moment as well. But this one, man, it's this
most anticipated.
Yeah, very most anticipated week 1 that I think I can remember.
That place will be jumping if we go out there and play some good football. It's going to be a live. It'll be a live environment in either way. But.
Yeah, set the standard. I know that they're also doing a lot of stuff with the tailgate scene as well, trying to expand that too. So, but yeah, y'all want to get into it? TCU,
we're already there.
Yeah,
let's get into it. Troy, I'm gonna let you kick it off. We got TCU coming into town. What's your thoughts around that first game?
Man, to be honest with you, I haven't really. I won't necessarily say I haven't thought about it much, but you just kind of get caught up in trying to figure out, what you can really expect from this new Carolina team, and I find excitement in that. We just don't know, so it's really kind of hard to break down the game. But what I do hope to see, I guess I'll kind of go into that. What I do hope to see is a football team that competes on both sides of the ball. For 4 quarters. I know a lot, in the past 5 seasons, we've kind of went into games and really, I guess over the course of the game, things happen, but, we just seem to lack that oomph at times. And I'm looking forward to from what we've seen in videos, it looks like the guys are flying around, competing, making plays. And that's more what I'm looking forward to is seeing a team that runs like a well-oiled machine, doesn't shoot itself in the foot. It comes out and competes on both sides of the ball for 4 quarters. Just smash mouth football, get it out the mud, and let's roll. Trev, what you got?
I was gonna say, what's the so Lombardi preached, you build it from the inside out, and then the other thing they have is what is it? Tough, fast, and dependable.
Yep, something like that.
Yes.
I mean, that's 3 good. That's 3 good things to play football.
Last year there was times when we were not as prepared as I thought we should have been. I don't think we will have that. And I'm going to say this TCU game now, don't sleep on TCU, guys. Their football team, obviously, a few years ago was in the national championship, but now they're coming off. They won 9 games last year. So they've got a returning quarterback that's pretty daggone good. So I think that this game is going to test us early. I think their strength, TCU, is passing the ball. One of our strengths on defense should be pass defense. Obviously, with your pass defense, you got to get pressure on the quarterback. So that's a question mark going in that nobody knows about because we've got an all-new defensive line. There's one guy there that was that should contribute that played some snaps last year.
Yeah.
So, are we going to go ahead and say our prediction? Did you do your prediction?
I didn't do mine. I was waiting to see if you would do it. If you
want me to do it?
Do yours.
I'll give my thoughts a little bit. If you would have asked me this TCU versus UNC 3 weeks ago, I would have been leaning not very comfortable, but I would have been leaning closer to a win for Carolina. Just because I was very confident, in the offensive line and doing what we want to establish. But that offensive line discussion has completely shifted over the past 2 to 3 weeks with Blasky's injury. I mean, that's people are I was on some threads the other day and people were like, it's next man up. And, he's great, but it's not that big of a deal. Like Belichick can adjust. And like, guys, like my thing is like, it doesn't, it might be a little different with Belichick, but in my personal opinion, it doesn't matter how good of a coach you are when you come to a new place, right? And there's
an adjustment,
and there's been so much turnover, 70 new players Getting everybody to gel. The offensive line looked like the strongest room, right? And we knew that Carolina coming in the game was going to want to run the ball. Tight ends being on the sled a lot as well. Then Blasky goes down, and I was like, okay, Christo can shift to the center. That's fine. That kind of makes me, a little bit more comfortable. That makes me a little more uneasy at the guard position. But now then, there's a discussion, he's injured, he's out of practice, he's not practicing, there's no timetable for his return. I'm more leaning towards the side of that might be Belichick just holding out his cards because he doesn't have to, say. But then we were talking with an insider the other day, and we can't share this type of information. But the guy up that's behind him is very shaky. It's scary shaky, right? And I'll go ahead and give my prediction. I have my mind tells me that it's going to be a close game, leaning towards TCU's way, with a 27-24 TCU win.
Okay.
But my heart wants to say it's a close game and it's the other way.
Absolutely.
Now, if this was 4 or 5 games in and we were playing TCU and we would have Blasky down, and then also Christo was down, I feel like this staff, they have that experience of being able to adjust, but you can adjust all you want. If you don't have the talent in that position, you can coach them up all you want.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they can still perform at the level you need them to.
Yeah.
And that third string center right now that we know, there's a lot of concern there.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, just, it's to hit home with what you said, Chris. It's really hard to kind of, give a prediction almost because you just don't know what you're going to expect. But I'll throw mine out there, man. I feel where you're coming from, and I get it. And leading up to now, I was leaning more towards TCU way, but I'm going to give Carolina a 1-0 start. I'm gonna go 24-14 Carolina. I think our defense steps up. It's a new era, new defense, and we've liked what we've heard from them and what we've seen on tape and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going 24-14 Carolina.
I like it.
1-0, baby. 1-0.
I'm kind of, my head tells me maybe I should be like you, Chris, but my heart just speaks too much to me with this first game of the Belichick era. And what's the Big 12 known for? They're not. I know we're worried about our offensive line, but there's always a joke about the Big 12. They don't play defense.
Yeah, true.
They don't play defense in the Big 12. So I've got us winning, and I'm going to say 31-27 Carolina. We start off the Belichick era with a win.
31-27. I like that.
Hey, I would love that.
Yeah.
That's my heart. Right?
You going nail biter, or?
I think it's a nail biter in the fourth quarter. We wore them down with the type of football that we expect Belichick to play, and we pull a little bit away at the end.
I like it.
Close until the fourth.
Hey, so if you're listening right now on Twitter or YouTube or whatever, give us your prediction for the game. Do you see Carolina winning or TCU winning? Or on TikTok, let us know which one. But hey, we're gonna do some bold takes now for this game. So Troy, give me your
bold take.
I'll go Jordan Shipp 2 touchdowns. Jordan Shipp 2 touchdowns. Shipp's got a lot of love leading up to week 1. And from what I've seen, that video that they posted the other day, him having a tiptoe catch for a touchdown in the back of the end zone, I think Jordan's gonna make a big leap this year. And I'm going Shipp 2 touchdowns and over 100 receiving yards.
If he starts out like that, look out.
Boy, I'm telling you.
We already heard all about him at fall camp. If he comes out there and does that first game, look out.
Yeah.
I don't know how bold this is, Chris. I'll go ahead and do mine. I'm going to say we have over 200 rushing yards.
There you go.
I'm going to say we go out there and we run the football.
All right, who's leading rusher? Or Chris, were you going to do that? Who's leading rusher, Trev?
I'm going to say Benjamin Hall.
I like it. That's where I was going to go to when I asked you that question. That's where I
think there's so many, and I think it's going to be 3.
He's rocking 2.8 this year.
Yep.
He's rocking 28. We know who wore that last year. Big O.
Yeah,
He was 28, right?
He's been getting a lot of love in camp too.
Could be Caleb though. We've been hearing good things about him too. He
Yeah.
was at the press conference the other day.
We broke down the running back room, and a couple months ago. So if you guys haven't seen that, go check it out on YouTube. But we definitely feel like that running back room is going to be a running back by committee. I think Davion, Benjamin, Caleb, all those guys. I think they're all going to see some love.
Yeah, Cole World said Davion. I can see that. I was
Yeah.
just trying to be a little different. Maybe I was trying to get a little too cute, but I'm gonna say
No,
Benjamin.
I like Benjamin
Yeah.
Hall. I like that pick.
Nah, stay cute.
Okay, yeah, I'll try to say that's what I do best.
Smile for the camera.
I feel like that's a really bold take though. 2 touchdowns in the air on the first game of the season,
And over 100 yards. I think Chip's got that dog in him, bro.
but here's why I think that's a bold take. I mean, first game of the year, Gio Lopez has only been able to, I say legally, lawfully, is really legally with like NCAA rules, been able to practice with the team because he came in the second transfer portal, right?
Yeah.
For a little over a month now.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a real bold take.
Yeah, but see, I mean, we don't know how much time they're putting,
But
outside of practice.
They have become really good friends.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it. They were both at ACC Media Days. There's got to be some kind of connection there. You know what I mean? But I do feel where you're coming from, Gio, in a new system. It's big boy football. Not that they didn't play that at South Alabama, but it's a different level. Coming up to the ACC. Shout out to Gio too. We got high expectations for him this season as well.
I mean, my bold take. I mean, I would say that it's not really a bold take, but I see Thaddeus Dixon getting a pick potentially.
Yeah.
But that could potentially be a bold take because I think Josh Hoover, starting out in the season, is really going to learn really quick that he doesn't want to go to that side of the field.
Yeah.
So I would feel like that's a bold take for him to get a pick because even him in the spring game, was saying I'm bored when he came up to us afterwards and was chatting with us. That was completely bored because they won't throw my way.
Yeah.
But this is Marcus Allen's year.
Absolutely. Yeah. We did our defense. Have we put our DB, our secondary out?
Not yet.
No, not yet. We got it coming. We broke down the secondary room. And we're really, really high on them.
Yep, it's a longer one. It's an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was pretty long. But it's a lot of guys, though. It's a lot of guys.
We also just had a special guest on as well that we recorded with. Was that yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah,
Andrew
yesterday.
Jones, Tar Heel 24/7. Oh,
yep.
sorry.
Nope. Go ahead and drop it. Tell
Sorry.
everybody that we got an episode dropping with who?
Andrew Jones and Tar Heel. AJ.
Yeah, shout out to AJ and those guys over at Tar Heel. What was it, 247 or
24/7?
Yeah, shout out to those guys at Tar Heel 24/7. Man, they do a great job. We appreciate them taking the time to come, and AJ taking the time to come sit down with us and talk about Carolina football.
They're just getting all the nuggets. If they're in the live, they're getting it all.
Yeah,
Right.
there you go.
Yeah, so we got .tm. He's got a few other letters before, but just to keep it easy, .tm said TCU will be tough. Definitely so. Over on the YouTube, we got Kyle Fager, my friend. He's in the cohort with me over there. We got 2 months left of our NBA at Carolina. Shout out to you, my guy. He's my friend that's going to come.
Yeah, I was about to say that the dude. Yeah, okay.
And help us tear down afterwards
Nice.
so we can get over to the game. So he's going to be at the Carolina end. We got Joshua Morse. He says beats TCU by 2 possessions. They can't run the ball. We will coast in a 4-2-5, dropping 5 in coverage.
I like it.
My man
is detailed.
O-line will be fine against TCU with zone runs, 24-10 UNC.
Can we hold that
I like
offense at 10, please, bro?
I was about to say, if we come out and
Please.
hold TCU to only 10 points week 1, yeah,
That's
I
a
like
good
it.
take. Hey, we had one guy. Y'all got to see his tape.
Yeah,
That defense is going to be nasty if it happens.
Hey, if you're listening on Twitter right now, we have 73 people tuned in on Twitter, but
Nice.
no comments. Drop us a prediction. Give us your bold take. Hop in here. We never get comments on Twitter. I don't know why.
yeah. Come on, we
They're
want
just
to
locked in,
we want to
focused.
interact with everybody.
Yeah, they're just
We're monitoring them.
they're
Hey.
just so tapped in and locked in that they don't want to like have to type.
James, hopefully you stay in here until we get to that game. I like what you said there.
What about state?
Oh, he said somebody's keeping the.
We keeping the bell this year.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then also Joshua Moore said guys over 100 yards in the first half.
Ooh, first
Jesus.
half
He must
over 100
break
yards.
a long one, break a 60, 70 yarder early.
Yeah, right.
Or
We
unless we're
we
just
had
feeding them.
some people in a couple group chats that were in saying it was going to be 70-30 run versus pass. I think that's very bold. I'd probably go 60-40 run pass.
Say
week
that.
one.
Say that one more time.
So in some of the Twitter group chats that we're in, we had some. I was on the drive up here, and somebody said that they thought we were going to go 70-30 run versus pass. And I thought that was a little bit – I thought that was interesting. I would go 60-40 run pass. I think Freddie's going to let it air out. I think he's going to take the training wheels off of Gio week 1.
I mean, he's going to have to do some rollouts if we don't have the center position figured out.
Exactly.
One thing I know, though, about this team is I think Bill, if we're running the ball like crazy, I don't think we get away from it. That's the one thing.
What, go away from running the ball?
Yeah, I think, we've seen like some of our offenses, at times something would be working and we'd get away from it and start doing something else.
I was reading somewhere that TCU has a weak receiver core.
Well, they got that one guy, Eric McMillan, I think that's his name. I think
5 touchdowns last year.
he caught 5 touchdowns, over 700 yards receiving. He's a senior.
5 touchdowns in one game?
No, over last year. Yeah, no, not in one game. I watched Ted McMillan drop 5 touchdowns in a game week 1 last year. That dude, shout out T-Mac.
Not on Thad, he did.
No, not on Thad. No,
He
Thad actually,
Locked
we
him
got
up.
a clip of that. Thad actually put the clamps on him.
All right, so we got our TCU in. We're gonna go to Charlotte.
So let's recap. I got us losing a close one with my mind. I got us winning a close one with my heart.
24-14.
I would be comfortable giving us a win if the O-line was shored up, but I don't think people really understand how big of a loss Blasky is along the O-line. Definitely when you have a new quarterback that's only been with the team and practicing with the team for a little over a month. So yeah. All right. So, and then you guys got.
Hey, shout out Taylor Vipolis on TikTok. He said, cool set besides the Red Sox.
Hey, Vip,
I think he's a Yankees fan.
Vip, you can't say that. If you're a Yankees fan, we dubbed y'all boys 12-1 today.
Hey,
Series win, and we got to play tomorrow night. So,
hey, T-Vip, like
nah, shout out T-Vip. I ain't mean to just go off on him like that.
So
appreciate you joining.
I don't know him, but I think I know who you're talking about because I followed him on Twitter.
Yeah.
I went on your Jeopardy show one time, Vip. Bring it back. I'd love to go on Jeopardy.
So he's the one that's like transitioned a little bit more up north, right?
Yeah, Dan Levitard show.
Yeah, so like I kind of like, followed him and like had a lot of inspiration from and kind of like starting what we do.
Yeah.
So shout out to him.
Yeah, I love that he's a big New York Knicks fan because I'm a big New York Knicks fan too.
Hey, but a cool story about that Red Sox thing up there. My dad got that for me. He works with Path Water, so shout out Path Water if you want to sponsor the podcast. That bottle is like one of 6 in the whole world.
There you go.
Wow.
He got him specialty made for a customer, and he got one made for me.
Hey, I let you borrow my helmet. You gonna let me borrow the bottle?
Sure.
Hey, there we go.
Borrow the bottle. That's
Yeah,
like usually like bourbon or something.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'll let you borrow that. I got a little bit left in the house, but my dad did mention once he might consider asking getting some of the a few made with the Tarpit podcast logo on it.
Hey, I like it. I like it.
All right.
Sorry, I got sidetracked.
Yeah, we turning the page. We looking at Charlotte.
Yeah, we got a scoop, boys.
Yeah.
All right, so Charlotte, September the 6th. We do have a podcast.
Quick turnover.
Yeah, we have a podcast coming out in a few days with AJ Jones over at Tar Heel 247. And he made a comment on that this is the smallest stadium that Bill Belichick has ever been a head coach in.
Charlotte.
Yep.
Yeah. Hopefully he'll make 2 trips to Charlotte next year. One week 2 and another one at the end of the season for a conference championship. We'll see.
Yeah. So, I think I think we can kind of scoot through this one pretty quick and then the next one pretty quick.
Yeah.
So my thought is that yes, both. I have to say that, I was about to say they've had a lot of turnover. When someone say, well, Carolina's had a lot of turnover. Yes. So both programs have had a lot of turnover, and this is no slight to Charlotte at all, right? I actually hope that Charlotte really goes on the come up, just not against Carolina, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, they're in an awesome city. I think, it would just be awesome to see them as an in-state program kind of do what
have success
App State has done over the years and kind of see them grow, right? That would just be awesome as to have another college team that would be, good at that type of level in North Carolina. But so both programs have had a lot of turnover, but the type of turnover that's then come in, right? The transition of players coming in through the portal. I mean, it's just easy to say, right? That like, Connor Harrell, for example, couldn't cut it at Carolina. Prior to the season last year, I was putting out like who should be the starter. Everybody was saying Connor Harrell, Connor Harrell, Connor Harrell, Connor Harrell. I mean, because the potential was there, right? He came in the game. We saw that he just simply couldn't handle it. He was, not trigger happy, but happy with the feet in the pocket.
Yep.
Wouldn't go through his reads, and then goes to Charlotte, right? So like the players that have gone to that have transferred in the portal to Charlotte and then have transferred in the portal to Carolina are just two different types of quality of
big
players,
difference, big difference.
right? And so I just think the talent wise, this overwhelms a team and a program like Charlotte. And so I got us winning 38-14 in this game. And at that mark, us being 1-1.
I like it. I'll actually give the same score prediction as you. Am I allowed to do that? Give the same score prediction as you?
I mean, yeah, if you want the easy route,
Yeah.
I mean,
You
I
can
like
freedom of speech.
yeah,
bro.
I like that. Would you say 38-14?
Yeah, 38-14.
Yeah, I'm good with that, man. We played Charlotte last year in Keenan and got away with a pretty convincing win. And definitely, to piggyback what off of you said, Chris, the roster. And now, don't get me wrong, you never can tell in college football. We thought the same last year when JMU rolled into town.
Yeah, but I mean, this is just a completely different.
It is. It's a different beast. So I'm with you. I'm good with a convincing win week 2 against Charlotte.
So I'll say I agree with you, as I will root for Charlotte in every game but this one. Shout out to our guy JQ too, Jaquarius Conley. He's down there. Love JQ, his dad Terrell. Hate that they aren't with us anymore, but there's some good people, good family. So shout out to them. And him and Connor are both captains this year for Charlotte. So that's pretty cool.
There you go.
I think we handle that game just like you guys are saying. I'm gonna say 42-17.
There you go. I like it. So we got 2 38-14s and a 42-17. Starting the year out. Chris has got us 1-1. Me and you were 2-0.
Let's ride.
Yes, sir. All right, week 3, what we got? Richmond.
So
Rich, what?
I did want to add, I'm going to be at that game. I know that Troy.
I won't be able to
you
make it to
won't,
Charlotte. No.
Trevor's a maybe
50-50 right now.
If you can make it, we're going to do a live show from.
I saw there's a guy
Charlotte.
in here ask us if we would be. He's up at UNC Charlotte. So
Yeah, I seen it too. It was at the
Yeah.
beginning of the comment.
Yeah.
Tell him to if you still listen,
hit us up.
send us a message because we'll definitely need a place and some tips on where we can do that show from. But I've got tickets for my whole family. We can go, but I'm not going to go up there and do a live show by myself. So
Yeah.
So I mean, Troy, like I was saying earlier, he was on the steps. We needed something, so he ordered Starlink today.
Yep.
In the version that would allow us to travel to games, so we can
Do some
live shows.
Yep.
So yeah. So all right. So all three of us got us winning that game. Real quick, is there a running back that transferred from Carolina at one time that plays running back or is that just JMU?
I think so.
Yeah.
A younger cat. I can't
Yeah.
remember his name though.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right on that.
Okay. All right. So turning to Richmond, September 13th. We'll be back at home. I mean, this is just a FCS tune-up game, right? I mean, this is, in my opinion, this is the opportunity to get out early. We saw that we saw that in the hopes of that last year, right? Going into a lot of games, like Charlotte, right? That game was way too close.
Yeah.
For 3 quarters,
Yeah.
right? And there was no opportunity to really get backups in. But I see this as a game, and this is, no disrespect to Charlotte. It is what it is, right? It's at home. It's going to be, the 3rd game of the year. This is a chance, in my opinion, to get the backups in, and for Belichick and company to really see if they can start moving some pieces around.
Yep.
So as the season gets going and players get injured, because Belichick likes to do that. He likes to test things out and put players in different positions, right? I mean, we already know that one defensive lineman has switched to the offensive line just like a few days ago, which scared the crap out of me because I'm like, is this because of the injuries on the offensive line? Is this where we're at right now?
Yeah, right.
So I got us 45-10, and I got them scoring that 10 while our backups are in the game.
I'll go 38-14. I think Richmond had a good year last year. They went 10-3, 8-0 in their conference, and I don't really know how much returning roster turnover or return in production that they do have. But I'm with you, Chris. I do think Carolina does win this one. I think it's a good time, between Charlotte and Richmond to really kind of see what you got at different positions and, along that, the depth chart and whatnot. So yeah, I'm going to go with a Carolina win against Richmond too. We're starting the year out 3-0, folks.
I got us 3-0 too. I'm gonna say Carolina 45-17.
There you go. I like it.
Yeah. So some of the questions that are coming in now a little bit later, there's a friend in here by the last name of Parker says the real question mark can not speaking specifically versus Richmond. Can UNC stop the run when TCU wants to run? Jeff Bird said, hope the defense leads the nation and QB sacks would be great. Go Hills. And then Joshua Morse, which I like this, is Max gets his first touchdown against Charlotte.
Max Johnson?
Yep, Max Johnson.
I like it.
So
I like it.
That means we're up early and the backups are in.
Yeah.
Got that game over pretty quick.
I like it. I'd love to see Max get an opportunity this year. I don't know when it'll happen. I definitely think it will happen, but I'm looking forward to seeing him get back on the field after that injury last year, week 1.
Most important things in these 2 games is stay healthy.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, absolutely. So at this mark, Chris is, which is me, Chris talking has us at 2-3, and the guys right here got us at 3-0.
You got us at 2-1.
2-1.
Yep, 2-1, and we're 3-0. That's right.
Then we got a bye week, which will be good. Before Clemson, we'll have a bye week.
Yep, tune up, get anybody that's nursing an injury, get them healthy.
Hopefully, Blasky get some reps and
that's right.
be back for that Clemson game.
Yep.
Yeah, with a broken foot, this should be about the time he starts getting some
close.
reps.
Yeah.
But UCF September the 20th.
UCF and then Clemson. I'm wrong.
Yep. Yeah. So UCF, going down to Orlando. I was gonna go to that game, and I know we were highly talking about it, but my kiddo's birthday is
that's
a few days before that, so that's not gonna happen. She would love to go to do that, but I don't think she wants to go to a football game for her birthday, right? I mean, she is a big UNC fan. Shout out to Asha.
That's right.
She's pretty cool. Y'all met her,
yeah,
right?
She's super cool.
She's got some chickens.
Yeah, that I'm scared of.
Just trying to terrorize you with them.
So
before we jump in, though, if you're wherever you're listening, go ahead and we're switching to UCF. Go ahead and start dropping your predictions. Start dropping, what you think UNC needs to do to pull out the win here. But Troy, go ahead and give us some thoughts around the UCF game.
Yeah, man. Looking at the UCF game when the schedule came out, being at UCF, traveling down to Florida, I circled this one as a much tougher test for Carolina than I think the TCU game will be. Just because it's our first true road game of the Belichick era, and UCF's not a slouch team. I actually have us losing this game. I'll put that out there. I think it is a close one. I don't think we go down to Florida and get blown out. I do think it's a close one, but I'm going to go 28-24 UCF. I think first true road games are tough, especially for a new team. And that stadium that they play in gets pretty rowdy. So I think that'll play a big factor in that. But yeah, I've got UCF winning this one 28-24. We dropped to 3-1 going into a bye week, right?
Yep. I was a little ahead of myself. So.
Yeah. Who's got next?
I'm gonna go. I got us winning again. I got us 4-0 going to Clemson. So I'm gonna say we win that one. Score, I'll go 35-24.
A little bit close.
Yeah, so here's the thing, guys. When we're making these predictions at this point, right? Like, I mean, players could be hurt.
Yeah,
but it's just going off the current.
Yeah. That's what I look like. What I like most about breaking, because you just never know.
And we will be doing a game breakdown each week before the game. So
absolutely,
we can always change it technically.
So
true.
We don't have any comments so far in the chat for UCF, the UCF game. If you got some hot takes and predictions,
appreciate you, Trey Scott.
Yeah,
loves the room. He said.
Oh, appreciate it, man. Any thoughts on TikTok about the game?
No, we got Anchor Down Diego Pavia joining us from Vandy here.
It just says Vandy.
Yeah. Hi from Penn State territory. Good luck. Hey, appreciate that.
Hey,
Missy.
yes. Shout
Good
out
luck
to
y'all too. My
Mark Campbell
mother-in-law's in Pennsylvania.
Smith Vilbert too. We got him from Penn State.
Yeah, we got some Penn State guys on our team
Yep.
too.
Yeah.
Defensive linemen.
And Mari Campbell.
Yeah, Maury Campbell's up there. So good luck to Amari this year.
So here's my thoughts for the UCF game. I think UCF game is going to be hyped. I think it's going to be a rowdy atmosphere. Down there, with Frost coming back, I think they're really, he should have. I mean, yeah, I understand why he left. Right, to go to what's supposed to be a national top, a national team,
national champion.
Yeah, type caliber team. I mean, they're trending in the right direction now, but it seems like a little bit. But I think it's going to be a rowdy game, and I think it's going to be a true, our first true road test. But I do have us, I think at this point, Belichick is going to have some of the pieces if we're healthy by that, if we're still in together, right, and we're still healthy. I think Belichick is in a position, at that time to where he knows what's working, how he can pull on some strings to get more value out of certain players and move things going around. So I have us winning that game 31 to 28. I think also UCF, a lot of people don't know of the map, have not really, because this is no disrespect to UCF, but they're just not a program that's really talked about a lot, right, on the national stage, and they've had a lot of turnover, right? And and so is Carolina, but they, on the offensive side of the ball, I was reading the other day, and they've had somewhere between like 15 to 20 transfers on that offensive side of the ball with only one returning starter.
That's wild. But in this new era of college football, man, it's not, it's not uncommon.
One
I guess
thing,
you could say.
TCU was in the national championship a few years ago. UCF won one. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Didn't they
They claimed it. I'm pretty sure it says national championship.
It does.
Auburn's claiming national championships too. I don't know if you guys saw that.
What can I claim?
Yeah, we're gonna go back and claim an ACC championship against Clemson.
Yeah, 2015. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where we got robbed.
But sorry, I had to drop that real quick about the national championship.
I actually put this, I was just for fun the other day, ChatGPT, it had us losing that for a close game for fun. Most national media people have us losing that game as well. But like I said, I think at this point in the season, Belichick is going to be pulling some strings in the area where he can get more value out of. And that's what throughout his whole career, outside of Tom Brady being the best quarterback of all time, he was able to do.
That's what he's made a living doing. Absolutely.
So, just to recap, I have us at 3-1 now.
I'm 3-1 with you.
Okay. 3-1.
And I've been drinking the Thad Dixon Kool-Aid.
So you're 4-0.
Yeah, he's 4-0 going into the bye week.
So going into the bye week, this is when it really starts. This is an early bye.
Yeah, very early bye.
Have we ever really had an early? I mean, I'm sure we have, but I can't remember.
No, it seemed like the past few years have been at the end of the year. I will say one thing, boys, and knock on wood, hopefully I don't jinx it. The past 3 to 4 years were started out every year 3-0. Did y'all know that?
There you go. Got a little bit of history on our side there.
Hey, look, if we can get past TCU, it's a big chance.
Oh,
This
yeah.
schedule,
I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it.
If we do what we should on paper.
Absolutely.
Look, we've talked with some of these players, right, and had some chats with. There's some dogs, and they got
their minds are right.
Their
too.
mentality, is that I want to win and I want to win. Now.
They're bought in. The guys are definitely bought in. And who we've talked to, we've had a couple guys on the podcast. Shout out Miles McVay, by the way. If you haven't seen that episode, go back and check it out. But just to hear him, talk about, the team and where their mindset is this season, it's refreshing to hear.
Yeah. So a couple of comments. Josh, hey, our guy Josh Morris is still in here. This is the one that he got us losing.
Breaks it down.
He's got us losing 27-24. Jeff Bird says, I agree with a 3-point victory at UCF. And then Joshua Moore says, if we get to Clemson undefeated, we win thanks to the 12th man.
Hey, there you go.
I like it. And then 94 feet of UNC. Zell.
Yeah.
Go check him out if you want to get some good basketball content. He does a lot of interviews. Like Phil Ford has been on his podcast. Being awesome. So 94 feet of UNC. He says, salute, fellas. So go over and give him a follow. He's in the comments right now over on YouTube. So yeah, this bye comes at the perfect time, right? You got a national powerhouse about to ascend on Chapel Hill, a national contender. We just put out our top 25, which we can talk about that at another time. Who we're partnering with to do that this year. We'll be putting out a top 25 every year. And we put Clemson at number 4. Ranked in coming into the 2025 season. So this bye comes at the perfect time. And this is the time that we see Blasky starting to run with the first team in practice, which we're not going to see. Belichick's not going to show that, right?
Right.
But, coming out against Clemson, this is when we want to see him coming back. So let's go ahead and shift to Clemson. Trevor's got us at 4-0 at this point. And then Troy and I both have us at 3-1, with me losing UNC losing to TCU, and then Troy just dropping the last game before the bye to UCF. So Clemson on the dock, October 4th, home game. It's a big one.
Very big one. Big opportunity. Very big opportunity.
This is like Mac's first year back, right? When we had Clemson and lost by 1.
Right. Yep. The Sam Howell going for 2.
Option play.
To win the game. Or kick a field goal to tie it.
Reminds me of that. So I think I'll go first this time since I haven't went first. I've had us 4-0, but at some point you just meet someone who's we're not at that level yet, I don't think. So I've got us losing this one, boys. But I do think if we're 4-0, we're hosting Clemson. I don't know what other games are on that week, but game day could be back for that one.
Yeah, especially if, where you're at, Trevor, Carolina starts 4-0 with 4 convincing wins. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility that we could be ranked top 25, going into the Clemson game. And Clemson, we fully anticipate Clemson being a top 10 team coming into Chapel Hill that game. Did you give?
I didn't give my score. I got us losing. I'm gonna say that one's a little tougher. I'm gonna say we lose that one like 31-17.
Gotcha. I'm gonna actually flip that, man. I had us losing to UCF. I think we come off the bye week. We get healthy. We game plan. I think Belichick hits the film room really hard and figures out some stuff to get Clemson rattled on offense. And I actually got Carolina winning a really, really close one. I've got Carolina winning 28-24 in Kenan Stadium. I do. I've looked at that game, circled it on the calendar. I think we start ACC play 1-0 and get a big win and just momentum spring into the conference.
All right, I'm gonna do it, fellas. That is definitely
bold take. Bold take.
Yeah, bold take. Yeah, that's my. I'm sticking with it though. I'm sticking with it.
I'm not gonna go with.
So what's Clemson's record? Hold on, they open up against LSU. So is Clemson undefeated going into that game too?
Yeah, I think they'll take care of LSU.
Yeah. So both undefeated teams, if I have that view.
Yeah.
So my thought, my thought is that the bye comes at the perfect time. I think Belichick, if we're healthy, if we're still healthy, he's going to be, like I've said already, he's going to be pulling on those strings to get the most value that he can out of the players and the scheme specifically that he wants to run. He's going to be seeing and learning and knowing what schemes he can and can't run with the current roster. And I don't have us winning, but because we're on a bye and we have a week of preparation, I have a loss to Clemson 30-24 at home.
Someone said guaranteed these fellas ain't got a degree from Chapel Hill.
Wrong,
Chris
brother.
is working on one, brother. So
who said
that? Somebody on TikTok.
What's his handle?
Big Walk Dog 10.
Hey, Big Walk Dog 10. Let us know what fan you are and if you have a degree, because I think that's the most dumbest comment I've heard.
We won't get him riled up.
Because no. Let me have my
I can tell you, he said don't matter, still losing to the Pack.
Oh, he's a Pack fan, so he probably did go to State. Yeah, I don't get the whole State thing. I mean, like they will just comment on anything that's UNC.
Yeah,
It's like it's like an unhealthy obsession.
It's par for the course.
It's okay.
But here's my thing. No one should fan gatekeep. You know what I mean by that?
No,
Don't fan gatekeep. If you don't, it doesn't matter where you went to school.
Yeah, Big Walk, he wouldn't be a fan of NC State because he didn't go to state.
Did he say he didn't go to state?
No, I know he didn't. I'll say that.
Oh, he's your
He
friend?
didn't go to state. No,
Okay.
he's not my friend, but no, he didn't go to state either.
If you want to be a fan of Duke, if you want to be a fan of Carolina, and you went to a community college or wherever, be a fan of whoever you want to be a fan of. This is college football.
That's right.
Like, don't gatekeep, but big Waller Watt, whatever your handle is. I actually graduate from the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill with my executive MBA in 2 months. So you might want to just put down your phone for a minute and stop, hate tweeting.
He's got to get it out somewhere.
He's a troll. It's not even as legit.
Sorry, you know how I can get. You know how I can
It's all
get.
good.
But anyway,
All right, go back. Your prediction, Clemson.
I'm making you boys uncomfortable.
No, I'm
It's a
good,
little hot
bro.
in here. Though.
It is. It is hot in here.
Yeah, it was because we can't run the AC when the podcast is
Yeah.
going. So, but I got us losing that game 30-24. I got us at 3-2 at that point.
We're both 4-1.
Yep.
Both 4-1.
Yep.
All right, man, I got myself worked up.
Then we got another bye week
Yep.
after Clemson. And then, so I wonder if, I don't know if there's any fans that know this. So in the NFL, whenever they have a bye week and they're traveling like east to west coast,
Yep.
they go down early and like get the guys in. And sometimes they'll even practice on the west coast.
Dang, what's
Is
up,
that-
brother, man? Sorry.
Is
Go ahead.
that allowed in college?
I just totally missed what you said.
So in the NFL, whenever there's a bye week, like the Panthers have a bye week, they're going to play the Rams.
Yeah.
They'll head down the week before and go ahead and
Usually,
practice
yeah,
there. And
yeah,
stuff.
usually.
Is there like I'm sure there's probably some sort of college rule. How early can you leave? Because we have a bye week and then we go to Cal. So
Yeah.
how early can we leave to go to Cal?
I'm not
I wonder.
I'm not 100% sure about that.
I would
do-
love to know.
like when the basketball teams, tournament time, they do their their homework and stuff in the hotel room or whatever. So
So they're already out there. right?
yeah, I'm sure that they could make something work. That'd be
It's
interesting.
probably a
to
lot
keep
of
an eye on.
money it would cost, but
Yeah,
I'm
especially
so
flying all the way out to California.
I've read Bill's book, and one thing about Bill is he handled all his travel stuff himself
Did it?
when he was in the NFL. So I'm sure when it comes to traveling, and that's the one thing that scares me about this game going on the West Coast, I'm sure he'll have some sort of, I don't know, there'll be something that we can do to kind of prepare the guys to get out there.
Yeah, he'll probably be messing with their what's that rhythm? What's that rhythm in your body that
I know you have jet lag. If that's what you're
yeah,
going,
but like to get their rhythm back, they'll be doing something within in the week
to get ready.
So
Yeah,
so give us your
absolutely.
takes, boys. Going to Cal, man, it's a 10:30 p.m. kickoff, right? Eastern time.
Gotta be
10:30.
Yeah, gotta be.
Yep. So I'll go first. I gotta find some. No, I was gonna say I gotta find some losses here because I don't have us. I mean, I've got us one right now.
There's some coming later. You
Yeah.
probably give that you don't want to give. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I won't give them. I'd rather give this one. Nah. I'll say we win this game, but that our live just went out on TikTok. I didn't realize if you don't touch the screen, it goes away. So we're not live on TikTok anymore. Sorry, Big Walk. But I'll say we win this game. We got Ron Rivera down in Cal now. So some old Carolina Panthers connection there, Troy. But
Yep.
I'll say we win this game. But look out. This one scares me because it being on the West Coast, a 10:30 kick. I don't think we manhandle them. Cal's known for having a good defense. So I'll say the score is like 27-21.
I think that's a safe play. I do think Cal is a dangerous game to go into, especially traveling across the country. And Cal gave Miami a fit last year at Cal. So I do think with that Cal team, though, man, they've had a lot of roster turnover. I mean, they're starting. I think they're 4 running backs hit the transfer portal leading up to the season. So
They lost a lot.
yeah, they lost a ton of on the offensive side just at that one position. But I think Carolina goes into Cal and comes home with a W. I'll go 31-21 Carolina. Starting ACC play out 2-0.
say that score again.
31-21 Carolina over Cal.
Yeah. So, I got it with a cross country trip. I mean, that's always hard.
It
Right?
is. It's tough.
For anybody really, but definitely when you're going to be being active, right? So actually got us with it being on the road to California a little bit closer than probably what people would like. But I got us squeezing out a gritty road win, 21-17, coming home from California with a dub.
21-17. I like it. I like it. It's not
So-
bad.
So you've got us 5-1 right now, right?
No, because I said lost to Clemson.
Oh,
lost to
so we're
TCU.
both 5-1.
Yeah, we're both 5-1. Yep.
So what am I? 4-2.
Four and
You're
two.
4-2. Yep. And 0-2 in conference play, Chris. Come on. Oh no, you got us winning this game. So 1-1. 1-1.
Okay.
What we got next?
All right.
Syracuse
October.
next.
No, Virginia, right?
Is it Virginia? I think so.
I don't got it in front of me.
We're
We
gonna
got Syracuse
verify
on-
that real quick.
Yeah, we got Syracuse on Halloween night.
Maybe my notes are wrong.
No, I don't think.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I don't think that they are.
We got Virginia coming to us, right?
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Virginia, October 25th.
Yeah, my bad, fellas.
then the
Sorry about that.
31st.
I got ahead of myself.
But-
31st we play.
Going back in history, a lot of people don't, know that, or that are younger. I guess you would say it's known as the oldest rivalry in the South.
Yep.
So I got us 4-2 at this point. I'll kick off this one. I think here that UNC. I think UNC just takes care of business. I think Belichick's going to have them on the right path at this point in the season. UVA, I believe they've in camp they've had a lot of injury concerns. I think that's when I was reading about that. But I think I got UNC with a 34-20 victory here.
34-20. I like it. We went to Virginia last year and manhandled them pretty good.
Yeah, that was a huge game.
Yeah, and Virginia, has came into Chapel Hill and gave us some pretty good games. I've got Carolina winning this one. I think they win it pretty convincingly. I'll go 34-17 Carolina.
I'm gonna say we win, and I'll go 31-20.
Gotcha.
All right. So I got us at 5-2. 5-2 going into Halloween night. Where are you boys at?
6-1.
Yep. 6-1.
We're playing some good ball.
Yeah, we are.
Belichick.
We're
era
starting
has
the
started off.
Belichick era off right, folks.
The
6-1.
Are you drinking the Kool-Aid?
No, I'm not. I'm about
I'm-
to-
I've told you-
You're both 6-1.
Yeah, I've told you my thing, bro. I think we got the baddest man in the world when it comes to football. And when I'm going into a fight, I'm pretty confident when I got him until I'm proven otherwise.
I
So
love that. I love that. Joshua said 17-14. Going back, I missed a couple of I think it's Devin 21. This is the one I was
Devin, shout out Devin. She's in here
Yeah.
all the time.
Yep. So shout out to Devin. She says those late night games get weird. Got to come out with a win though. I think it's an ugly one, 17-14. So you got Joshua and Devin saying 17-14. So shout out to y'all. Joshua also going back to our state comments earlier. He said he had a cousin that went to state for 4 years, and he suspended him from being his cousin for 4 years.
I don't blame you, brother. My wife was a state fan, so I took her to a couple Carolina games, and now she's Go Hills. So
My whole family state fan. So
Gosh, that sucks.
yeah, I hate it for you, brother.
Okay, so
except for Siri, of course.
Syracuse, October 31st, Halloween night.
Syracuse, right?
Syracuse,
Yep.
really good coach.
Yeah, big
Thank-
Fran Brown fan.
Who wants to go first?
I got this one as an L, boys.
I do too.
This is my L. I
do
think
too.
Halloween night, Friday night, guys are going to be 6-1. And I don't think Syracuse will be like they were last year, but I think that Fran Brown will have them pumped for this game. This
Yeah.
will be like one of their Super Bowls because I think they'll have a disappointing year to start the year. This will be their game to have a chance to get right on the right thing. And I just think Halloween night, Friday night is just so much that I don't know. It reminds me of Wake Forest a few years ago when Sam was there and we went on the road on like a Thursday or Friday and played Wake. It gives
Yeah.
me those vibes.
Yeah.
So I've got us losing.
What's your score?
I'm going to say Syracuse wins 35-27.
35-27. I'm like you, Trev. I've going up to Syracuse, playing in the Carrier Dome. It's tough. Fran Brown does a good job of getting his guys, pumped up, ready to play. I've got Carolina losing this one too. I do think it's close. I just don't think we can get it done up north. I've got us losing 27-24. I got Syracuse taking it in a very, very close game.
Yeah, I'm gonna trend along those same lines as you guys. Unfortunately, I think just traveling like to Syracuse, I think it's gonna be a little too much. Hey, appreciate that assist
shout out
there.
for the assist.
The assist there, my guy. I think it's gonna be a little bit too much for the boys. I got us losing 27-23.
Close.
Brown, the coach at Syracuse,
Fran Brown.
Good coach, man.
He just does it. He's just a really good coach, and I mean, he's been, just like I said, Belichick's gonna be pulling on the right strings, right, and getting the most value of where he can find it. Brown does that as well, and he's very underrated as a coach. He's
For
on
sure.
the come up in the national media talk, right?
Yeah.
But I definitely see Syracuse winning this one, and that puts me at 5-4, right?
3, right?
Yeah, 5-3.
No, 5-3.
Yeah, 5-3.
5-3.
And we're 6-2.
Yep, 6-2. That's our first conference loss for you and me, Trevor.
Yep.
We're 3-1 in the conference now.
I got us 1-2 in the conference at this point. All right, so moving on to Stanford, I'm just going to go ahead and
I'm chalking that as a dud. Stanford's playing right now against Hawaii.
Wonder what that score is.
I'll check.
You
Y'all
got
go
it?
ahead. Give us your
Stanford.
give me
So I'm
y'all's
gonna
takes.
deep dive on Stanford. For those of you who don't know, Andrew Luck, former Colts quarterback that retired pretty early in his career, former Stanford quarterback, is the GM down there. And Frank Reich, former Panthers head coach, 17-13 right now. Hawaii's beating Stanford. So Frank Reich, former quarterback at the Panthers, former head coach of the Panthers, is their head coach this year.
That's a bad look for the ACC.
Yeah.
Because something happened with their coach. I don't know, but he got fired. Like,
No, I'm talking about that score.
oh yeah, Hawaii.
Yeah.
17.
5 minutes left to go in the third. There's still plenty of game left though.
But they lose that game to Hawaii. I mean, no disrespect to Hawaii. I know I've said a lot of no disrespect tonight, but it's like my not digressing, but like I say all the time, but that'd be a bad look. But sorry, Trevor, keep going.
No, you're good. I'm gonna. So I'll go ahead with my prediction. I got us winning that one, and I'll say we win that one. This is at home, right? We're back at home.
Yep.
I'm gonna say we win that one 35-17.
I got us winning that game 31-14. I don't care who the quarterback is for Stanford. It could be Tom Brady or it could be Lamar Jackson, whoever. And
Lamar
UNC
came to
was-
Chapel
Those are
Hill
two
one time,
pretty.
and it was
Those
scary.
are two pretty damn good ones. Because the last time Lamar was in Chapel Hill, he ran for like 300
right,
on
but
us.
that's my point. That's
Yeah.
how bad of a
Yeah.
roster
And Stanford
is.
lost their
I like it.
quarterback from last year.
Yeah,
he
that-
transferred.
I mean,
They're in rebuild big time.
yeah. If you do your research and the portal gets they got, and
Who they lost.
they have their work cut out for
Yep.
them in Stanford for the years to come.
Yep.
I mean, Andrew Luck could be the quarterback for all I care, and they're not winning.
Yeah.
I like it.
I'm going to go Carolina with a dub too. I'm going to go 42-14. I think offense puts it on them.
Y'all both had 14, right?
Yeah. I'm going to go.
like that.
I'm going to go 42-14 Carolina over Stanford.
Look, Devin had us already when we were looking for the score in YouTube, 7-13 Hawaii. Devin, keep us updated.
Shout
on
out
that
to our
game.
mod,
shout out to
Devin.
Devin, bro. Let's go.
She's always listening to the Tarpit podcast.
Yeah.
Too, so we appreciate you.
Shout out to Devin.
Keep us updated on that game as we go throughout the stream, if you would. So what do I have us now? I got us winning that one. So what's that? What do I
You're
have
at
us at
3
right now?
losses, so you're at 6-3,
I
right?
got us at 6-3 and what 2-2 in the conference.
Yeah, me and Trevor are both 7-2.
3-1 in conference.
Yep. Where's it 4-1?
Something.
Yeah.
All
something
right.
along those lines.
So Wake Forest, November 15th.
On the road.
Um,
November what?
it's November 15th, right?
Yeah, it's the day after my birthday. November 14th. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, November 15th. This game's at Wake Forest. Wake Forest, man, it's a tricky place to play.
It is.
You know,
Deep Town, baby. Deep Town.
yeah, they hate Carolina.
They do. They do.
Have you guys ever made a game there?
Yeah.
I did. I went when we
yeah.
clinched.
Yeah,
You were there
Tell
too,
same
me,
here.
tell me a little bit about that atmosphere. I've heard it's pretty rough.
Nah,
It wasn't
they were
bad.
respectful.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't bad, man. Wake Forest is
It's a pretty cool
Yeah,
stadium.
it is, man. They got the hill down there.
No. I'm
talking.
talking about just the interactions with the fans.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
no,
they were cool.
Yeah, Wake Forest was cool. Clemson
Really?
fans were cool. I was at the Clemson game 2 seasons ago, and Clemson fans were the hospitality in Clemson, South Carolina was top.
I've been to quite a few games in Raleigh, so I mean,
when you compare that,
yeah.
makes
But no, I don't
everybody
think
look
anybody
good.
even said anything to us. I mean, we won that game, but that was a pretty.
Yeah,
That
I've
was a
read some
good
stuff
environment.
online like it's pretty rough.
They are definitely ABC though. Anybody but Carolina, but they're nice folks. I will give them that.
Good old Baptist school.
Yeah, I went
Yeah.
there on a church trip one time.
There you go. All right, so I got us at 6-3 at this point. I got us winning down in Wake, a whole new staff. I mean, for them, for us as well, but the quality of players in the transfer portal,
Yep.
and the quality of the staff. I do think the coach that they brought in has the
Good,
potential
young, bright mind.
to turn that program around. Trevor, it was CJ Mims, right? That was committed to Wake Forest.
So-
Carolina's defensive tackle, right? And then the coach retired, and then went back in the portal, and then Carolina grabbed him, right?
Right. Yep. And the quarterback that may start, it's not official. I think they got Robbie Ashford at Wake now, I believe. I want to say. And I know they've got, or maybe not Robbie Ashford. They got Deshaun Purdy. He's the quarterback
That's
from
right.
Charlotte
Yep.
that committed to Florida that we had, that we were rumored we were looking at
Yeah.
one point.
Yeah.
He ended up transferring from Florida to Wake.
It's a much better fit for him.
Yeah, so he could play in that game. But I think we win that game. I think Wake's got solid pieces. I think they got a good running back, but not a lot there, just like that Stanford roster. So that's a game we should win as well. I've got us winning that one, and I'm going to say, did you do your score, Chris?
Yeah, I was going to do I think it's going to be a little bit closer. I think it's going to be a 34-30.
34-30.
I like it.
I think my heart says it should be a lot more. And maybe looking at it on paper, it should be a lot more. I think it's just going to be a little bit, tougher, potentially a more tougher, gritty win. It's gonna be a little bit more difficult at that time of season. Coming off a big win, or a convincing win, I think versus Stanford, to keep the players locked in. But I think Belichick can do it versus the previous staffs in the years had a hard time keeping players locked in. So I got us winning 34-30.
I'll give my score. I got us winning 27-17.
Yeah, I got Carolina winning here too. I'm gonna go 37-24, Carolina.
So a couple of comments. Devin in YouTube says, I think Stanford. Oh, yep, I already got that one. But Joshua's back. He said, what makes this difficult is knowing that Bill will be able to confuse QBs with his weird coverages, but doubting the execution factor slightly and respectfully to our players. That's a good point. He also said he's got us winning that game 42-21.
Nice.
Got us really
like
handling business.
Yeah.
See, that's where my heart goes. And on paper, I see it, the score. But I don't know, just something in my head just feels like it's going to be a little bit more contested game.
It's going to be a lot easier when we do this after we've seen them play 5-6 games.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
So,
yeah.
But I like it.
Yeah.
So where are we
Did you
at
do
now?
yours?
I got us.
Yeah. I gave mine.
I got us at 7-3 now. Is that me?
I think you're 6-3,
Oh, 6-3.
and we're 7-2.
Yeah.
I want to say.
I've only got us losing 2 games.
Yep.
All right. So let's hop on over. This is where it starts getting fun. Last 2 games of the season, week 11, week 12.
We don't leave. Yeah, last 3 games of the season are all in the state of North Carolina. How about that? I didn't think about that.
We've got 2 games left, Troy. We've only got 2 losses right now.
Hey, I'll take it all day long. I'll take that.
Right, Chris. We ain't skipped the game, have we?
No,
We got 2 left.
Yeah. I don't think so.
All right.
Oh,
What was Billy's first words, boys?
Beat
beat Duke.
Hey, I wish we were still live on TikTok. We had a Duke fan in there.
Yeah, we did.
I thought he was talking about us getting the bell, but he said they're going to keep the bell, and we don't want it in basketball either. This game, obviously, Duke went out and spent $3 million on a quarterback, supposedly, or I don't know if they spent
Darian
that. He's
Minson.
making. I saw something where it says with all his NIL deals and everything he's getting, he's making over $3 million. So they've got him. Manny has won 8+ games every year he's been there.
Last year was Manny's first year there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he
Okay.
I'm getting ahead of myself. So I think Duke's not a stepping stone school anymore. There was a time where you didn't take Duke football serious at all.
Not at the moment, I will say.
Yeah.
Not at the moment.
So this game is going to be tough, but I think if we lose that game, I can already see it. Duke's going to have a post with Billy's first words, or beat Duke, and it's going to go into like them celebrating.
They're going to eat their heart
and
out.
I don't want to see that. So I think we bring the victory bell back. We're going to pull Troy's clip from the earlier in the season where he said that thing looks better Carolina blue.
And it does.
So I've got us winning that game against Duke, and I'm going to say we win that game 35-32. We beat them on a field goal late.
That would be with a freshman kicker then, right?
Transfer kicker.
Transfer from Marshall.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Troy.
And inside scoop, he's pretty good from what I heard.
Yeah, I think he's definitely an upgrade. No offense to our kickers that we've had in the past, but man, this one's tough for me, dude. I've actually got us losing this game to Duke. As much as that pains me to say, Duke is a team, man, that brings a lot of returning talent back. They've got I think Duke will go as far as Darian Minson will take them at quarterback, the Tulane transfer. But I do think, at least at the moment, I've got Duke winning that game. I think it'll be close. I don't think it'll be as low scoring as it was last year. I think they won 21-20. But I've got Duke winning 35-30. I think as much as that pains me to say, I've got them winning 35-30.
We both in the 30s.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah, and I think it's a back and forth game. I mean, when Duke came to Chapel Hill, what we go to, like 3 overtimes or something like that? We won on 2-point conversions and stopped them. But yeah, I think it'll be a similar kind of game, man. Both tit for tat. Sorry, folks, that was my mom calling in.
Troy's out.
Calling in with a score prediction.
Troy's out too late.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So you got 35. What you got, Chris?
Yeah, so I think Duke, this year, it's fun to see, on Twitter and stuff, right? They have one good season in a long, long time, and they think they're
They were solid with Elko.
Yeah, that's true.
They beat Clemson a few years ago at home. They've been solid the past few years.
They just completely hijacked my intro there.
I'm sorry.
Just kidding. But I mean, that's true. That's true. But still.
Yeah.
I mean, just not that great against Carolina.
Yeah.
Except for last year.
That was a collapse.
Yeah, it took a collapse of epic proportions for them to win
Matt's
that game
only
last
career
year,
loss against Duke.
Yep.
I was at that game.
So it was that was tough.
So here's my thought. Last 2 games of the year, both of them, in my opinion, could go 50-50. They could go either way.
Yep.
But I have to make a prediction, right? I don't think when it goes 50-50 like this for the last 2 games on the schedule, I don't think that that Carolina wins both of those 50-50 games. So not to give too much away, but I think Duke is a good team. I think they have a lot of returning players. They have a really good defense this year. And I think, Mensa, who knows? Who knows, right? He's coming over from Tulane, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So played at a lower level.
He finished the year. He played really good for Tulane last year. I don't mean to cut you off, but I watched their bowl game when he was with Tulane, and we were, going back and forth with Tulane's head coach at the time. But he had a really good game. He's a good quarterback.
Yeah. So I mean, kind of like one of you guys said, comes down to him. Really, how far he can take that team. But they do. I think Duke will also. Their defense will bail them out a lot. And so, but I do have us winning this game 28-21, and the Bell
Nice.
coming back to Chapel Hill.
I'd love it. I give you my prediction, but I'd love nothing more for that to happen, to be honest with you.
Yep.
Trev, what you got?
Already did mine.
You did?
I had us winning.
I was zoned out. That was my bad.
So,
Locked in.
I think your mom might have called in.
Yeah, that's right.
I think she. I think Miss Hill was
my
really,
mom. She's not Miss Hill, brother.
Oh, sorry.
You can't edit that out either.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, she's gonna love that one, buddy.
Sorry.
She's gonna love that one.
Sorry, ma'am.
All right, let's go ahead on that note.
I was just saying, I think she was calling in to give her prediction.
She is a Duke fan. I
Oh,
will give you that. But that's the only game.
She's watching live, and she called in at that exact moment.
Probably so. Knowing her, she's probably tuned in, watching. She said they're about to talk about Duke. So I'm gonna call in.
Prediction, son.
Yeah, yeah. She doesn't even watch Duke football.
Hey, says a couple of YouTube comments right here. Let's see here. Devin says, I think we beat Duke, especially because it's a home game. That's exactly my thoughts as well, Devin. With the last two on the schedule, with it being 50-50, I'm going to go with the home game here, the home field advantage. Joshua Moore says, Dea's mental mistakes cost Duke the UNC game for coming up this year. And he has Carolina winning 28-24.
I like it.
So that's pretty similar to mine with 28-21. I'm digging it. So at this point, what am I? 7-3?
I have no idea at this point, to be honest with you. We'll have to go back and keep it and write them down.
If what I'm at is 9-2.
Yeah, I'm at.
So you're 8-3.
Yeah, I'm 8-3 with you because I have Carolina
And I'm
losing this
9-2.
game. Yep. So 8-3, me and you, Chris, and Trevor's 9-2.
All right. I got us bringing that bell back, baby. Okay, so week 12 at NC State, traveling down to Rock Carey, Fruitway Arena. Yeah. Traveling down to Raleigh.
Oh, boys.
Season finale in Raleigh. It is just going to be pure
pandemonium.
This is going to be Belichick's first time in Chapel Hill. First time down in Raleigh at State. I don't know that I know of any other team in the country that hates another team more than NC State hates Carolina.
Yeah.
We see it every day on Twitter.
They're part of our lives.
They are. I know Twitter's like an echo chamber, and all social media channels are.
Yeah.
But they comment under almost every UNC football post there is. They even comment under our stuff.
They tuned in tonight.
Yeah, they tuned in tonight.
Yeah.
And who wants to kick this one off with their prediction?
I'll take it first. Only because the last time I was in Carter Finley, I made a grand exit. You guys know about it. I won't spill those beans on the live tonight, but yeah, I've been debating on whether I'm gonna go back to Carter Finley or not this year. Honestly, man, with the State Carolina game, it's a hostile environment. That team gets up to play us, and it seems like over the last several seasons we have not, for whatever reason. It definitely did not go our way 2 years ago in Raleigh. They walked away with a pretty convincing W. And for me, man, honestly, with that game, and the way Carolina's treated it the last several seasons, man, and I'm not knocking the guys. I know this is a new era of Carolina football, so it's kind of not really fair for me to say that. But I'm erring on the side of history with this one, man. I think State takes it. I do. I hate to say that.
Gosh, so you got us losing to Duke.
I do. I do have us losing to both Duke and State. I don't know, man. It's something about that game. Weird things happen. And, one of these days it's going to fall our way. The chips are going to fall in Carolina's favor. I just don't know if it's going to be this season, man. I don't. So we'll have to probably endure it for another year. I hope I'm wrong. I pray to the good Lord above that I'm wrong on that. But I've got State beating us, man. I've got them beating us 28-24. I hate to say that, fellas. I know y'all are probably looking for me to give a pretty convincing W, but
I got us. Don't worry.
Okay, go ahead, Trey. Give it to him.
You want to go, Chris?
No, you got it, my guy.
So you mentioned right now there's not a program that I hate more. NC State. They may hate us, but I don't like them either.
Yeah.
And I think
I saw the passion.
I don't wish bad
seen it in
things
his
on
eyes?
people, boys.
did.
I don't wish bad things on people, but I don't think that quarterback makes it the whole year. And I don't think they have that quarterback playing against us. I hope that doesn't happen,
That's a
but I
bold
think
take.
he's got to be a star for them to be good, and he can run, and I don't know if he's healthy in that game. So I think we win that.
What are you saying? You think he's gonna be?
I don't
injured
think he
eventually?
plays. I don't think CJ Bailey plays against us. That's my bold take. There's my bold take. I don't wish bad things on people. I'll probably get clipped and hated for that. But
No. I mean, like,
I'm just saying.
you're not saying you hope he gets hurt.
No, I'm saying that I think we're going to have hurt people too, right?
Yeah, I mean,
obviously
already
it's
got a broke
football.
foot.
Yeah, it's football. So I don't think he plays in that game. So I got us beating them pretty handily.
Yeah, I love it, Trevor.
Handily, what's the score?
And I'm gonna say right now too, my hate with NC State. While we're all in the same conference, one day we'll probably be in the SEC. They'll be in the Big 12. So for right now, I hate them more than anybody else.
I got them going to the American.
Yeah, they'll be somewhere. They'll be somewhere else, right? My score
They'll hold the
prediction.
ACC down.
I'm gonna say we win that game 35-17.
Okay.
And we
Wow.
punch our ticket.
Are they leaving at halftime?
We punch our ticket to the ACC championship.
Are they
game.
leaving at halftime?
Yeah, I was there a few years ago when they left at halftime. So
There you go.
it was raining. It was raining that game, so they were trying to beat the weather out. But yeah, I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Sam ran over a guy.
Yep.
Raymond Vahasic threw one.
Yep.
So
Chris, what you got?
What's the score again?
what did I say? I don't even know. I had them scoring. I think
You said
35-17.
35-17. Yep. You had Carolina
I
winning
would absolutely
35-17.
love that.
I don't care. I could get every game. I will not pick us state to beat us
I can't,
ever
man,
in my history of the Tarpit podcast. Mark it down, folks.
I flirt
never
with
gonna
it.
do
I
it.
go back and forth with being a fan and like somewhat keeping it real. You know what I mean? And
I'll pick Duke to beat us, but I won't pick State.
not saying that you didn't keep it real by
Yeah,
any
Trevor,
means.
you're not keeping.
I got
it
us
real.
hit our ceiling 10-2.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. I just think with this game for me, man, this while it is a new era of Carolina football, this team's got to show it to me, man. I'd love nothing more for them to come out and just dog walk State. It's just they got to do it, you know?
The good thing about this, boys, Belichick has had almost a full season of football. His teams always play much better at the end of the year. So
Very
that's what
true.
I'm accounting. And like I said, not to wish. I just think that he's going to have to rely on him a lot
Yeah.
this year. And we're going into the last week of the year.
Yeah, they do have a questionable. I know some probably people would disagree with this, but they do have a questionable defense.
Yeah. They didn't have the defense that they've had in previous years last year.
Yeah.
They didn't. I think they gave up like maybe 30 some points a game or close to
They
it.
got a new defensive coordinator this year.
Yeah.
But here's my thing. I said it's a 50-50 for these last two games of the year. For me, so I had us winning,
Beating Duke.
Duke at Carolina, and if it's been anything like it's been on Twitter, I know, like I've said, social media is an echo chamber. They hate Carolina, and they have hated on any type of news that is true or not true that breaks out about Carolina football and Bill Belichick. They are all over it. And this will be one of the most hostile matchups versus Carolina and State. And that says a lot. I mean, definitely, like, was it last year with the whole flag situation at the end of the game?
Yeah, it's been some very intense moments.
That could potentially be one of the most hostile crowds in NC State's football history.
So do you have NC State being good this year? I'm going to ask you a question.
So I do think NC State is going to be decent. I don't think they're going to be great, but they're going to be decent. And I think CJ Bailey is a lot better quarterback than a lot of people think.
I think he's really good too.
As a true freshman last year, all off season, going into the season, first couple of games, taking most of the second team snaps. Then as a true freshman being thrown in there like he was last year. That was last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sorry. I mean, Tom.
I think he's one of
best.
I think he's like one of 5 freshmen to throw for like over 2,500 yards in
Yeah,
a season in state history.
I mean, he's smart. He's accurate. I just think that he's going to be a really good quarterback next year, and he's going to take them potentially take them a long ways. For state, I think it just comes down to their defense. Are they going to be able to? Is CJ Bailey going to have to really perform at, like you said, relying on him a lot,
like former Carolina teams? You know, Drake May coming out and bailing us out because our defense. Yeah, I know where you're going.
I think that's what CJ Bailey is going to have to do for them next this coming season. So I got us losing a close one, 31-27. I really hate it. I really, really do. I just don't see.
It pains you to say it.
It does.
It pains me to say it.
But I do know this: that team, if everybody's healthy, they will be up to play that game. We've already seen the players in Kamari House going back and forth, and which is so strange. Smothers having a dartboard up with Belichick's face on it.
Yeah,
like that's just really strange to me. Like even if our players had a dartboard up of some other coach, like to me that's just strange.
It's just it trickles down from the fans.
Yeah,
it's little brother syndrome, and it trickles down.
Well,
Trevor's on one.
Care.
Well, you're gonna help the algorithm with some awesome comments on this one from a certain fan base.
That's right.
I thought you were gonna say it trickles down from the head coach.
I mean, it does. It starts from the top.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be but like I said, it's 50-50. But the only reason why I have us losing that game is because it's at Carter Finley, and I will be at that game.
The reason I don't think they'll be that good this year.
Have fun.
I went last time.
I did too.
I don't think it just depends. If we're 9-2, I'll probably be
I had a plan. If we were, had a decent record, do a live podcast show from somewhere around in Raleigh.
I'm down.
We can do it.
I would do it right there in the parking lot.
I don't think they're
tailgates.
Yeah, we'll be good. I got a crowd. Even state fans, they'll protect us. Nah, I don't think they'll be that good this year. So that goes into my prediction too.
You don't think they'll be really good this year?
I don't think I think it'll be a tough environment, but I think it's not going to be like they were last year, where that we were both like at the same spot. I think we'll be much better this year.
I mean, honestly, we should have won the game last year.
Yeah,
we
should have won it a couple times.
I was about to say we should have won like 3 out of the last 4 years.
Rivalries, boys, there's runs. Rivalries are always close scoring. There's runs, and it flip flops all the time. This is the time we start our run.
Yep, absolutely. Yep.
Okay, we got some hot takes.
I know this one.
Joshua Morris, holy smokes, my guy. He says, hot take, Dave is fired by this game.
Ooh,
all my friends that are state fans are already saying
they're hoping for it.
This is Dave's make it or break it year.
They're hoping for it.
I hope the East Carolina Pirates.
I thought about
Raleigh
going
on
to
Thursday
that one
night,
to watch
7 p.m. I believe the kickoff time is.
Yeah, 7 or 8, something like that.
I hope they whoop their ass.
I do too. That's gonna be a heated game.
Am I allowed to cuss on this podcast?
I don't care. As long as we don't drop no F bombs.
Yeah.
Good deal.
But so that gives me 8-4 on the year, and that is the record that I've had us at since Belichick came to town. Not since he came to downtown, but since I saw certain players coming to Carolina and some of the off-season moves we did, and some of the things that we've been hearing from camp and some of the friends that we have that are insiders that are sharing with us. I've had us at 8-4 ever since then.
And honestly, I'll piggyback off of you real quick. 8-4, like year one of the Belichick era, you work through some kinks, you get some momentum. I wouldn't be mad at 8-4. I'd be mad at losing the last 2 games, right?
Betting right now the over under 7.5.
Yeah, I mean, I think 8-4. Obviously you want to win every game that you can, right? But in the course of a season, things happen. Games don't go your way. I wouldn't be mad at 8-4.
Yep. So Devin's back with the Stanford score for us. Stanford just scored. It's 20-17, 9:41 left in the fourth.
Nice.
Clutch, Devin. We
get to watch that finish.
She also dropped a
Yes,
shit.
sir.
If the NC State game was at home, I would pick the win. Hey, she's tracking with me there.
Yep.
But I still have nightmares from 2 years ago. Could be tough to win there.
Yep, it is. It
definitely is.
Yeah, it's tough to win there.
I mean, it's tough for opposing fans to win there.
I won. I walked out of
good.
there undefeated, 1-0, never lost. Ask about me.
I heard.
Yeah, you know.
I thought your wife had it
She did. My
help.
shoulder still hurts. Shout out to Ash. She got me out of there.
Safely. Somewhat.
Yeah.
Dang, I wish I would have been with you.
I had a player. I had a not a player. I had a Carter Finley.
Hey, and shout out to my boy Michael too. I don't mean to cut you off, but Michael was with me at that state game, and he's a state fan, and he was rolling with me. So shout out my buddy Michael.
Yeah, so shout out to my buddy Alex Greer. He's probably not watching right now, but he's a state fan.
Yeah.
One of my best friends lives up in Lexington, North Carolina. Him and his wife both went to state. I've known them since high school days. I've known her since high school days. I've known him since like freshman year of college or something like that. But anyway, we're like best friends, and one of my best friends, and I was at the state game with him, sitting way, 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 way up.
Yeah.
State fans all that I was around that whole time was fine. But when I was exiting the game with about 30 seconds to go,
That's when they let you have it.
oh yeah, man.
Total
There was
switch up.
one dude that got right in my ear and face. And I don't think I would have ever done anything, but I kind of turned around with more of the like what are we doing here?
Yeah.
And my friend's he was a sheriff at the time, and was just like, nah, bro, just come on.
Walk. It's better just to walk away. Honestly, it's better just to walk away from it.
So I got us 8-4. For me, I got us 8-4 on the year. For me, I'm totally okay with that.
I'm happy with
As
it.
long, I mean, not I can't say as long because these things would have to happen for us to be 8-4. But I want to see transition from last coaching regime of not dumb mistakes and dumb penalties and hurting ourselves over and over and over, and coaches hopping on the mic and saying, we weren't expecting that.
Yeah. I want to just see competitive ball being played.
Yeah.
For every game this season, all 4 quarters on both sides of the ball, just guys competing. And then at the end of the day, dude, if that happens, and any coach in football will tell you that if you're competing at a high level and leaving it all on the field and things go your way and they don't, then you can live with it. You know what I mean? We'll just have to see how it goes. But I just, as long as the boys are competing and, you know, for all 4 quarters of every game, you know, you can live with the results at the end of the day. So, but yeah, I think it's going to be interesting.
I think all of it's a success. If you win 8+ games your first year,
Yeah.
it's a good year.
You can't be mad at it.
No.
You
I'm
can't be.
ecstatic about mine, though. I don't know if y'all caught. I got us 10-2 punching a ticket to Charlotte.
I think I'm 9-3.
8-4.
You're 8-4.
So here's
that's
Duke
right.
State losing.
That's right.
So I did this for fun for tonight. A season summary with bye weeks included. To see what ChatGPT would say. And so the likely wins for sure are Charlotte, Richmond, Virginia, Stanford. Toss-ups are TCU, UCF. For some reason, they have Wake as a toss-up.
Just a rivalry game, maybe.
And Duke as a toss-up. Possible losses, Clemson and NC State. Probable losses, sorry. Clemson and NC State. And then projected record is 7-5 or 8-4.
They went right with what Vegas says.
Yeah. They're both tied in. Vegas and ChatGPT are tied in together. We just confirmed that. We just confirmed that live on the Tarpit podcast.
That's got to be the longest show we've ever did.
Hey, it's been fun though, man. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I've like I told you guys at the beginning, I've always enjoyed, you know, doing a kind of not really a deep dive because we get, you know, a deeper dive, you know, game by game throughout the season. But I always look forward to really going through here, and you know, it's been fun. You know, Chris, this is your first one with us, dude. Me and Trevor did this last year, but this is Chris's first one with us, man. It's been fun. So,
yes, sir. Appreciate everybody for joining us tonight. We had a lot of comments and support. Most comments we ever got probably on the live, right?
Yeah, I love it, man. The interaction, dude. You can't. I love it. See the podcast grow and all the support that we've had, man. We really appreciate it. So shout out to you guys for sure.
We got to figure out how to get comments on Twitter. We got 142 people viewing right now on Twitter with no comments. Is there like a glitch or something going on?
So
we'll
it's weird because sometimes if you comment, it goes in like a post under it instead of like a comment out there. So I don't know. You know, when people share it, but we don't got any notifications on there, do we? Okay. Yeah, maybe.
We'll figure it out.
Locked in.
We definitely want to hear from the people
Twitter
on
community.
Twitter. Yeah.
YouTube's been popping off. So, like the guys were saying, we appreciate everybody tuning in. We dropped the news, early on. Hey guys, we don't run the portable. I'm in a. We have a portable AC in this building.
Yeah, I know you've seen me wiping my forehead
and we have to cut it off because it interferes with all the mics and ground noise and stuff like that. And it's probably 83 in here right now,
at least.
Yeah, getting up there now.
Yeah, I've seen Troy do this a few
times. Yeah, dude, I'm over here sitting there like
Troy's
I'm over here sitting here sweating. Yeah, I'm good. It's been fun.
Yeah,
we're just prepping for when we're out in the heat for one of these games.
That's right. No, I'll guarantee you, bet your sweet tail I'll have a fan out there for me, fellas. I'll have one hanging around my neck.
Devin says, great show tonight, fellas. Excited to see to get this season started.
Devin, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for always tuning in. Guys, we dropped the news early on in the show. We'll be at the Carolina Inn with a live show for the Tarpit podcast, week 1. On game day from 3 to 5.
Yep.
We'll have a 4th mic open. We're working on getting some guests to join us as well. But come on by, hop on the mic with us. We'll have a person standing nearby that you can check in with and kind of just give us a brief, not us, but that person that's going to be monitoring who comes on and off the stage as guest, what you want to kind of talk about, and they'll give the green light and you hop on and give us your bold prediction or talk Carolina football with us. It'd be awesome. But that's at the Carolina Inn from 3 to 5 on game day.
Or just stop by and watch.
Yeah, just
enjoy the atmosphere. Good atmosphere out there.
The tailgate there starts at 2 o'clock. The lawn will be popping. There'll be a band around the corner as well. There'll be food and drinks. In Carolina, they do it up on game days.
Yeah. Yeah, come check us out at Carolina Inn, man. I think I'm just as excited to see, folks coming and supporting the podcast at the Carolina Inn as I am for being inside Keenan for game 1. We appreciate the support. It means a lot to us. Definitely, if you are in Chapel Hill September 1st for TCU in Carolina, please come see us at the Carolina Inn from 3 to 5. We'd love to have you on, get your thoughts, get your opinions on how you think the game will go and how you think the season will go. And, we really appreciate it.
As always.
Yeah, and as always, go Heels.
Go.
Tarpit crew, thanks for hanging with us today. Quick shout out. Today's episode is powered by Untapped Sports Network. Big thanks to them for the support. If you like this episode, do us a favor. Like it, drop a comment, and share it with a friend. That kind of support goes a long way in keeping the podcast rolling. Make sure you're subscribed and following the Tarpit podcast on whatever platform you're listening on right now. And don't forget to follow us on social. We're on X, formerly Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Just search the Tarpit podcast and you'll find us. Until next time, go Heel.